All right, time to introduce tonight's fantastic panel as we get ready to rip through the rest of the day's headlines. Joining us tonight, Jenn Hobby, entertainment reporter and co-host of The Bert Show. Jenn, also a self-proclaimed cooking show junkie. Jennifer Kidd is with us tonight, life coach, host of today's Black Woman radio show. She also rides a motorcycle. And TJ McCormick, a radio host and comedian whose hobby is collecting antique hats. Yes, I want to join that club and party with you, TJ. All right. Now, to our first story. A Texas man accused of raping an 87-year-old great-grandmother surprises everyone in the courtroom when he announces, "I'm guilty," at the beginning of the trial. With that, the trial moved into the penalty phase, and a jury sentenced him to life in prison. You know, I find it pretty refreshing to have an honest rapist. The victim doesn't have to go through the trial now, TJ. It's just done. She didn't have to relive that awful ordeal.
Yeah, God bless this lady. You know, I tell you, anybody out there who doubts if there's good and evil, this is an example of just that. This guy is evil, and he's going away forever. Good.
Forever. But the good note is, a lot of guys like this may not blurt out those words, "I'm guilty," Jennifer.
They do. They do not do that. But, Vinny, I'm so glad that he did this time and took personal responsibility. It's time for us to do that as people. Come on.
All right, what about this? A surprising statement in another courtroom from a Pittsburgh judge. Now, he's black, and it's all regarding a white defendant. The county judge rejected a plea deal after accusing the prosecutor of offering better deals to white boys. According to the Pittsburgh Tribune Review, Judge Joseph Williams made this statement in reference to the assistant district attorney. Caterina Wright, for some reason, comes up with, I think, ridiculous pleas whenever it's a young white guy. If this had been a black kid who did the same thing, we wouldn't be talking about 3 months of probation. Now, the defendant didn't have a criminal record, accepted a deal for disorderly conduct. But who should be investigated here, Jenn Hobby? Should it be the judge who said what he said, or the prosecutor who's alleged of giving better deals to white boys?
Well, Vinny, you know, I think it's the judge here, because two wrongs don't make a right. If one criminal was punished unfairly, you don't punish another one unfairly to balance those out. I really think the judge has to be investigated here.
Jennifer, who do we investigate here, the judge or the prosecutor?
Come on, it's the judge. He's the one that's in the leadership position here. If our courtrooms don't have unbiased judges, we are in trouble. We are absolutely in trouble. He needs to be investigated.
TJ, do you concur as well?
I concur. Racist judge, racist judge, racist judge. If this was a white judge, he'd have resigned by now.
All right, what about this? Take a look at this sign. It reads, "Breast inspection, 20 feet ahead. Please have them out." Gotta love them rednecks. All right, the sign is posted outside a fence company in Ocala, Florida, and it's got a lot of people talking. So, do you think this sign will help or hurt business, Jenn?
You know, I'm from Florida, and I'm embarrassed about this, that this is from my home state. I mean, this is just ridiculous. It's locker room talk, and if you're going to post jokes on a billboard, at least they should be funny. This isn't even funny. It's a serious issue.
TJ, you are a comedian. Is it funny?
No, it's not funny. It's titillating. It's not funny. But listen, there's a lot of tasteless out there. Primetime television is tasteless. There's bad jokes everywhere, and commercials for erectile dysfunction. You can go on and on. There's tasteless everywhere. So why so different with this?
Well, Jennifer, you think it's going to help business? It's a fence company. I'm trying to put the two things together. I don't get it.
I don't get it either, Vinny. I mean, anyone who's ever even had a mammogram, that is no joke whatsoever. We shouldn't be joking during this time of the year. There's a lot of women out there who've suffered, and we don't want to continue to eke on their pain. Come on.
All right, a high school football team throws in the towel before the first whistle. We'll tell you about a school that canceled the game because their opponent was just too good. What would Newt Rockney have to say about that? Also ahead, party now, pay later. Cops crack down on this off-campus party near the University of Wisconsin. 3 college students hit with $86,000 in fines. All right, 3 students at the University of Wisconsin won't be throwing any parties anytime soon. 2 of them were just slapped with $28,000 fines. The third fined $30,000 for an off-campus house party. Cops say hundreds of people were at the party, many of them underage and drinking. In all, the guys who threw the party racked up 135 violations. That adds up to $86,000 in fines. I noticed some beer cans there, TJ, some Keystone Light. You think guys that are drinking Keystone Light can afford these fines?
Well, who knows if they're ever going to end up paying these things? But, you know, kids, you hear all too often in, you know, headlines about kids dying of alcohol poisoning, the chugging this and the beer pong that. Huge fines. But you know what? What's the cost of a life saved? You know, you got to make a point, got to make a statement.
All right, Jennifer Kitt, do you think they're going to dip into their student loans to try to pay these things off?
Vinny, they better. And I'm telling you, this is exactly where I live, with 2 in college and 2 on the way. Every single weekend, I got to keep them straight. They better be glad that they're not mine.
Unbelievable. Jenn, you ever been to a party like that?
A few back in my day. I think the university is really upset about this party school image that they've had over the years. Yeah, and they're going to crack down on these guys.
Yeah, they came in number 8. They might be moving up a couple notches. All right, what about this? A high school football team called off its next game because it says the opponents are just too good. St. George's School claims the Lawrence Academy players are much bigger and the teams are mismatched. The school says it has an obligation to protect its students from possible extreme injuries that could affect the rest of their lives. So I'm wondering if this team just needs some better players or maybe just a good old-fashioned pep talk.
But don't forget, man, we're going to get them on a run. We're going to go, and we aren't going to stop until we go to that goal line. Don't forget, man, today is the day we're going to win. They can't lick it, and the best out of the goal. The first whistle of man win there, and fight. What do you say, man?
Yeah, that's good old Newt Rockne from the Notre Dame Archives. I think they need him as a coach. What do you think, Jen?
Yes, absolutely. They need a pep talk here. And, you know, this is a private school with a headmaster who's probably got parents in his ear about their poor little students getting hurt if they go up against this great team. I think there's an underlying issue here of the headmaster trying to please some parents.
Didn't they see the movie Rudy, TJ?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how big you are, it's how much heart you have, right?
Right. I'm a real-life Rudy. I'm a full foot shorter than all my friends. I know what you're talking about. Look, there's other ways to do this. There's other ways to avoid injury. You show up, have the quarterback take a knee. You don't run away, okay? Maybe that's how they do it in France, but that's not the American way.
All right, finally, what about this? We all have them, those awkward and sometimes embarrassing family photos. Now, ABC is planning to launch a TV series based on the website awkwardfamilyphotos.com. 2 friends started the blog with one of their pictures, and from there, it just took off. Now there are pictures posted from all around the world. Let's do this. Let's take a look at some of our panelists' awkward family photos, get some explanations. We'll start with you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at your awkward family photo. Explain that.
I was getting ready. I mean, every woman knows a bubble bath is the only way to get ready. I was going to be emceeing that night, and look at my family. The 2 that you just saw are now 22 and 20, so this is them close up and personal just a couple months ago.
They're feeling very awkward. And there you are with Woody Woodpecker as well. TJ, I want to take a look at your awkward family photo that you have. Yeah. Can we take that full... there it is. What's going on, TJ? What are you looking at there?
There was a bug on the floor.
Oh.
Okay? There was a bug on the floor, and it caught my attention. A bug on the floor.
Okay. It was a bug. I don't know if it was a big bug or a little bug. We'll have to check your thesis. Hey, I've got my own embarrassing one. Here I am with my brother and some of my cousins. No, not that one. That's not the embarrassing one. They're posting the wrong embarrassing one. I had a family photo. That's just me. Jen, that's not embarrassing. I look good there, don't I?
You're so street, Vinny.
What happened to my embarrassing one?
You're so street.
Great job by the panel. Great to see you all. Jen, Jennifer, and TJ.
Thank you.
All right. Much more Prime News straight ahead.